Alright guys, so the time's almost upon us now for the official release of Final Fantasy XIV's tabletop RPG core rulebook. But before that, I just wanted to share a quick unboxing video of the starter set that's currently available on the Square Enix store. It's not going to be a super detailed run through, and I'm not going to go through the rules. I'm going to leave all that for another video, but for now let's just have a little look and see. So upon opening the box, the first thing you get is a collection of these vibrant coloured dice. You get a blue set for your tank, a green set for your healer, 2 red sets for the DPS players, and a clear and black set for either the GM or just the general advantage. Anyone who's a fan of the MMORPG like me will appreciate the design, so little things like having the choice of the role colours for your characters and also having the meteor symbol in place of the 20. Each dice set also consists of 1d20 and 2d6 for the players and 2d20 and 2d6 for the GM. We also get 2 books contained in the starter set. Both are softback, making them quick and easy to chuck around the table. The player's book includes information on how to resolve encounters, skill checks, turn orders and abilities. In the earlier section you also get this cute little manga strip at the bottom of the pages following along a group of players that are learning alongside you. And on the rear of the book you have a handy little sheet showing the rule summaries for the players that you can just leave on the table and reference during the session. Next up is the Game Master book, which is divided into 2 parts. The first 18 pages cover additional rules and topics, things like resting, aetheryte travel and role-playing tips. And the final 50 pages contain 3 custom-made scenarios for you to play through. So you get 1 at level 30, 1 at level 40 and 1 at level 50. These include all the standards such as enemy stat blocks and map layouts. Pretty much everything you need is all contained in these pages. Just a little note as well that both the books contain more of this gorgeous artwork that's on the front of the box covers, and also you do get this cute little introduction on the first page of the player's book, which was really nice to read just before you start reading through the books yourselves. To go along with these 3 scenarios, you also get 12 pre-made character sheets. So the classes are Warrior for tank, White Mage for healer, Dragoon for physical DPS, and Black Mage for magical DPS. And each class has a character sheet for level 30, 40 and 50, which allows you to move through all 3 of the campaigns in the Game Master book with ease. Now to go along with these character sheets you also get these strategy guides for each class. So these guides are just a quick answer to common questions and even some handy advice on how to play that specific class. This is the first time I've ever seen an RPG set include this kind of sheet, and I think it's a really good inclusion for first time players. The starter box set also includes a collection of pre-cut expandable playmats, so they've got the 1x1 grid already on there to make it nice and easy to resolve your combat encounters. The artwork's fairly detailed and it's large enough to run a pretty decent encounter on. Finally, for tracking the encounters you get a selection of pop-out tokens and combat markers. The tokens are made out of a thick and durable cardboard, preventing them from easily folding. Personally, I prefer having the flat tokens over 3D printed models, especially in mass-produced starter sets that often use cheap plastics. You end up having that cursed C-shaped sword, which I'm not really a fan of myself. Now for the tokens themselves, you get 1 for each character, the key NPCs and several of the monsters featured in the scenarios. And much like the MMORPG, there is quite a big emphasis on AoE markers appearing in the field during battle. The tabletop RPG therefore has a variety of shapes and sizes, and it even includes the iconic stack marker. I'm sure anyone who's played the game will instantly hear the sound in their head. But also, if you're not a fan of lifting up all the tokens, you can instead use the handy outline markers. It allows you to draw out a rudimentary shape for the attack whilst leaving all the tokens on the table. So that was everything for the physical contents of the box, but just as a final note, when I reached the bottom I discovered that they actually include a map of Eorzea and the surrounding continents, which in turn made me realise that the box lid also had a handy cheat sheet for the Game Master. I'm pretty much a massive fan of this. I lost about 20 minutes easily just playing around with my camera and recreating my own expansion trailer sequences. But I believe the intention is that during sessions you can set the boxes up to function like a makeshift game screen, so it allows you to quickly reference locations and the status effects whilst also providing something to block off all your dice rolls from your players. And that's pretty much everything for this box. So all in all, I'd say it pretty much covers everything that you need for a decent starter box set for an RPG. You've got a lot of nice artwork inside there, you've got the maps, you've got tokens, the character sheets, everything is there ready for you to play straight out of the box. It's also really good that they've got the 4-player roles, so you get a feel for how each one plays and at each level. The fact that they've got all 3 scenarios for you to play through as well means you get a good sense of the progression of how the RPG plays out, so you can make a really good informed choice about whether this is the right system for your group. The starter set is available for purchase on the Square Enix store, along with the pre-orders for the new core rulebook that's releasing in February next year. I will make sure to leave a direct link in the description below if you want to pick this up for yourself. Or if you've already picked it up and you've run through the sessions yourselves, do drop a comment down below, let everyone else know what you thought of it. Currently I'm also a pretty small channel, so if you do want to help me out, please do drop a like and subscribe. Each sub really does motivate me to work on these videos and is always appreciated. And once I've run the scenarios myself, I plan to do a follow-up video and give my opinions on the actual system and how it plays. But for now, take care of yourselves and happy gaming!